Hey y'all, welcome to Flippin' and Rippin'. Today I'm going to be showing you top 5 winter baits to throw this winter. Let's get right into it. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to be telling you my top 5 favorite baits to throw in the winter. Fall, winter time, fall transition to winter time. So, and I'm going to be throwing in a couple extras, but this is my top 5 here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Alright, so first things off, everyone knows this, a Texas rig crawl. Now these are Guggen Bandito bugs. A lot of people don't like Guggen. I personally do. Definitely one I'd pick up a pack of Bandito bugs or just any crawl. Some Strike King Rage crawls are good. Color wise, depends on your water clarity. Like our water is relatively clear right now, so kind of something natural like a green pumpkin purple. This is actually June bug. It's been working pretty good too. It's a little bit on the darker side. Next thing, spinnerbait. I personally like white spinnerbait pretty much all year round, but especially this time of year. So a white spinnerbait here. This is a Colorado bladed one in specific, but the Colorado blades means it's got these small little blades instead of a long willow bladed one. So Colorado blades are this. Normal spinnerbaits have one long willow bladed and a smaller Colorado blade up here, but this is a double Colorado bladed spinnerbait. They're both good. Colorado ones spin a little faster, they'll go a little bit deeper, and they'll kind of thump more. But Willow, Colorado blade, they're both pretty good. I like both of them. I particularly like white. Put a little paddle tail trailer on there, and you'll be in business. This is a super easy bait. Chunk it out there, straight retrieve. Just slow roll it. You'll get hit. Bring your rod up and down. Slow your speed to speed it up a little bit for your depth. Next up, crankbait. Everyone knows crankbait's the bomb. So fall, summer, spring, whatever. This is another shad color. I like to get into the crawl colors a little bit more during the wintertime, springtime, shad colors, and springtime also shad colors, but crawls and shad, whatever you want. It's the square bill one in particular, but you can throw a deep diver. I like to throw a deep diver crawl color during the winter, just like a red crawl. Hook myself. Anywhere from like 3 to 5 feet during the not so cold. During the deep times, start getting down to 5 deeper feet. Next up, a jerkbait. So this is a Guggen Squad Scout, and what this is a spinning jerkbait. So as you can hear, I'll hold the hooks. I don't know if you can hear that well. Anyway, it's got some rattles in there. And so what this does, you tie it on here and you jerk it and it'll just jerk. This one goes down. What I love about Guggen baits is they put the depth right on the bottom, 3 to 5 feet. So you can go a little deeper if you really jerk it hard and let it get down there. But it's a really good bait because you can pause it. The fish are being more active. You just speed up, don't pause it as often, or pause it for less time and less pauses. If they're being real lethargic, you can slow down your pauses and wait longer, do less jerks. You can do like smaller jerks. It's a really good bait. It's a hot summer, cold winter, fall, good reaction bait, and you can really slow it down a lot. Last but not least of my top 5 lineup is a jig. It's a Guggen Squad juicy jig. I personally like a flipping jig or a casting jig the best because of the flat head. I've really fallen in love with this juicy jig because it will stand up on end like this here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's got a flat spot on the head, so it'll just sit there and stand. It's got that flat spot. This is a green pumpkin color, and I like to pair it up with some Guggen Squad Kraken crawls, and this is in the Bama Bug color. It's like green pumpkin purple. It goes really good with this color. This thing has some green pumpkin and then purple. Now about jigs, about throwing them, you cast them out there. If you're got in a swim jig, you're reeling it, popping it a little bit. But with this flipping jig, which I like during the winter and most of all, what you can do is you chunk it out there, and then it sits like this. You got the crawl trailer just sticking up, skirts floating in the water, and you just pop it. You can pop it, you drag it off the bottom, target docks, brush piles, logs, thick cover. You think, oh, that'll get snagged everywhere. That weed guard really prevents it from getting snagged. Some people like to trim the lead guard. They'll trim it down to just the tip of the hook there. So when it lines up, it's just at the tip of the hook, and they'll take a couple of these strands out of there so it's easier to set the hook. You can do that if you want. You can also take a pair of scissors and cut the skirt down right underneath the hook, right underneath the bottom of the hook, right there. Boom, cut it right off there. And that'll give the skirt a little bit more action. I didn't do this, and I went out here for like 40 minutes and caught 2 fish just right in my cove. Next day, got one. It's a really good jig, Googan Squad Juicy Jig. I personally like 3/8 ounce. It's not too heavy where you're like, you can throw it on a medium action rod. Not the best, suggest the medium heavy, but you can, but it's not so heavy where you're like, can't feel anything. All you're feeling is just dragging off the bottom. Yeah, I recommend anywhere from 3/8 ounce to quarter if you're fishing up shallow, and you can go 1/2 ounce if you're going deep. But that's my top 5 lineup. Now we're gonna get into the bonus. So I'm gonna give you 2 or 3 bonus ones. So is this one right here. This is a inline spinner. Now this bait isn't really released yet, so it's kind of not fair, but gets you a big inline spinner, a rooster tail. These baits are going to be coming out pretty soon. These are made by my buddy over at Crow Outdoors. He makes them himself. If you want to see, I think he's going to be he's posting a video of catching fish on it, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be posting making them pretty soon. So his channel is Crow Outdoors. Click right up here, and he'll be linked in the description also. But anyway, this is a big inline spinner, but it's got a swim bait, so it adds that much more action. This is a really killer bait. Also, an underspin. Kind of similar, but I like this one better than an underspin personally. Also, and then I was talking about earlier about deep diving cranks, big old KD XX1 or a Googan Recon, something that dives way down there. And this is probably my favorite wintertime crank. Big deep diver and a crawl color, just bouncing that thing off the bottom, just drilling it down there. And then the last one I'm going to show you. Personally, I haven't caught anything off this yet, but I know this is a big fish catcher and a really good winter bait. So this is a swim bait. Multi-jointed, single-jointed swim bait, glide bait, sinking swim bait, whatever you want. They'll both do a good job. So what this does is you reel it. You can reel it real slow, and it gives nice wide turns. You can flutter it, make it turn around. So it goes a couple feet underneath the surface, how far you want. You let it sink down, changes it. But this is a really good bait. You can slow it down, and this will catch big fish. It's a Googan Squad Junior Contender. Haven't caught any fish on it yet, but the quality is good. I'm a Googan fan. Take it or leave it, whatever you want to do. But that is basically all you need to do. So if you got a spinner bait, a crank bait, a jerk bait, a jig, and a pack of crawls, you can go out and catch them. 90% of the time. That will literally cover anything and everything. Summertime, wintertime, whatever. So, your spinner baits, I recommend a white Googan Zinger or the Bumper, which is just the willow bladed or Colorado bladed. The Booyahs are good. The War Eagle ones are good. As a crankbait, you get a Googan Banger. It's really good. Just caught a couple fish on one the other day. I'll pop them up. Caught a lot of fish on a Googan Banger. This is a different one, but it works pretty good too. You can get a white and a crawl, would recommend. Jerkbait, I like a shad imitation, but you can also go, I don't have them right here. You can do some gold ones or a shad. I personally like shad when I'm going with, when I'm doing jerkbaits. And jigs, I like a green pumpkin, black and blue, green pumpkin. Go darker water or really bright stuff when the water is dirty. So if it's dirty, or if it's dark, but the visibility is good, go darker colors. If the visibility is bad and it's dark, go brighter colors so they can see it more, like a white or chartreuse or something like that. And if it's kind of natural, like what we got here, like a greenish, pretty decent water clarity, green pumpkin purple. I like to have something that's kind of natural with a little bit of flash in it, like a green pumpkin purple with these Googan Squad cracker crawls and the Bama Bug. It just gives them a real pop. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Hope you took something away from this video. Thank y'all for watching. At the time of making this video, we're at 249 subscriber wise. Really appreciate if you subscribe. I'm trying to catch up to my buddy Catch You Later Outdoors. He'll be linked here and in the description as well. So if you would share this to your friends, share it to your brother, share it to your mother, share it to your father, share it to everybody, and hit the like button. Really helps me out. And I really like to catch up to my buddy. And thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.